Righto H, we've got the 2021 version of the Canggu Log. This is our second season we've been doing this board, and we made some refinements at the end of last year after working with yourself and some of the boys in the Philippines, and mate, it's been a very, very fun board.
Yeah, well basically what we did is we reduced the nose rocker a bit, so I made it a little bit flatter and a little bit wider as well.
Yep.
Which just really helps, I find, the nose riding, having that flatter nose, but we still kept the tail rocker.
That's right.
Which holds the board in, but just making that nose a little bit wider, just have a bit more area at the nose, and a little bit flatter as well, just for a bit more trimming speed. And yeah, I found it goes unreal. Like it's this shape is my favourite shape of longboard. This pig shape with the wider hips, the narrower nose. I think they work the best in just all conditions, really.
100%. No, so mate, from when I was surfing back in over in Canggu, that was what was inspired from a couple of old pigs that I was riding over there, and I was just inspired by the way they had those beveled rails, which was what we've done here, and the single entry concave that flows right through to the middle, and I found, it being a little bit bigger as well, I was able to, just with those concaves and that bevel, it was allowing me to be up on the nose a lot easier than some of the other ones. So, but it is, when you're right with that hip and the tail, no rough it does. The minute you step back onto it, those drop knee turns, the board just turns straight around. So it is very, very fun. No, you were out there the other day with Megan riding at Avoca.
Yeah, got some good waves. It was it was a good little point wave there, so perfect for this. And same thing, like with that rolled bottom, as opposed to sort of getting back and having to, you can sort of turn this board from anywhere on the board. Yeah. Doesn't matter, you don't have to get right back, you can be in the centre.
And you can still turn it easy enough.
Turn it from any part of the board, which I really like, because when you're up and down a lot, it's nice to be able to adjust your trim and things like that when you're riding, not having to run all the way back to the board.
Yeah, nice. And we've kept the construction the same for this season. So this is an EPS board, so it's 35 kilo density foam. It is stringed, but we've also got double layer of bamboo top and bottom. So the thought process behind that was to keep the board sort of fairly light, so it's not too heavy like a traditional log is, but also to keep that strength and give it, I guess, more of a PU feel on the water than chattery epoxy longboards can be sometimes. So it's a nice little blend of weight, so it's pretty light, but strong, and gives it that feel of a traditional PU log. So cool. So mate, this board is pretty much for anybody just wants more of a traditional feel of a longboard that can get out on the nose and sort of run up and down and dance around.